Victor Wembanyama is proving why he is an absolute cheat code for the San Antonio Spurs. Their thrilling 121-116 victory over the New Orleans Pelicans on Sunday night was the perfect showcase for Wemby's dominance, resilience, and otherworldly talent. This looked more than just a game. It was a premier highlight of Wembanyama's alien abilities and Chris Paul's timeless brilliance. Wembanyama came into this matchup after missing 2 games due to lower back soreness. Early in the first quarter, Spurs fans held their collective breath when the 7'4" phenom clutched his lower back and left the court.
Go ahead and shoot that one, Harrison.
Lob up and a foul. Wembanyama was there. It'll be on Champagny, his first, team's first.
It looked like the basketball gods were playing a cruel trick on San Antonio, but Wembanyama, being the unearthly being he is, wasn't about to let a minor setback stop him. By the second quarter, he was back, and the Pelicans probably wished he'd stayed on the bench. From the moment he re-entered the game, Wembanyama looked like he was playing basketball on an entirely different difficulty setting. He scored a crucial three-pointer and blocked shots in one game, proving once again that he is a cut above the rest. Getting the ball from Harrison Barnes, he drained a shot that seemed pretty persistent in not going in. The shot was denied the first time, but succeeded on the second try. He gave a brilliant assist to his teammate Julian Champagny as he scored a well-needed three-pointer on behalf of the Spurs. Next, he tried a long-range shot, which was denied, and the Pelicans went on the offensive, but Wemby amazingly blocked the shot by number 21. The guy doesn't just block shots, he swats them like a parent taking away a child's toy for bedtime. With Zion Williamson sidelined, the Pelicans had no answer for Wembanyama's defense. After assisting a phenomenal long shot by Wemby, Chris Paul surpassed Jason Kidd and became the player with second most assists in the NBA. With 5 minutes to go in the first half, the Spurs used sheer teamwork as the ball went from Paul to Barnes to finally Wembanyama, who finished another well-executed shot for his team. Next up, Wemby showed another one of his amazing shots after successfully drained a masterfully crafted long shot, which sent his teammates off in a celebration. Talk about a master at work, right? After getting the ball, Wemby kept his opponents on their toes, did a graceful spin, and scored another shot for the team. And just look at this. At this point, it literally looks like playing against kids. Then, he faked a team pass and proceeded to drain another shot for his team with 7 minutes on the clock. Next was a superb block by Wembanyama, denying a desperate shot of the former Spur player DeJounte Murray. Then the ball went loose, and a brilliant pass from Castle to Wemby resulted in a satisfying two-pointer for the Spurs. His 25 points weren't just numbers on the stat sheet, they were exclamation points on a night where he reminded everyone why he's being called the future of the NBA. In the final minute, when the Spurs found themselves in a precarious position after the Pelicans went on a 13-0 run, Wembanyama did what he does best, deliver in the clutch. His 25-foot dagger of a three-pointer, assisted by Chris Paul, snapped the Spurs' scoring drought and gave them a lead they wouldn't relinquish. While Wembanyama stole the show, let's not forget the man orchestrating the symphony, Chris Paul. The 39-year-old point god had another historic night, moving into second place on the NBA's all-time assists list. Paul's chemistry with Wembanyama is like a match made in basketball heaven. The veteran point guard's savvy and the rookie's freakish talent are creating something magical on the court. Watching Paul thread the needle with a no-look pass to Wembanyama for a quick finish is pure poetry. And that clutch assist on Wembanyama's game-deciding three? That's basketball nirvana. New Orleans had their moments, no doubt. A 13-0 run in the final minutes showcased their grit and determination. But let's be real. Without Zion, they were like a car trying to race a Ferrari with a flat tire. They could keep up for a while, but eventually, they'd fall behind. CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram did their best to keep the Pelicans afloat, but Wembanyama's defensive presence made it nearly impossible to penetrate the Spurs' paint. It's like trying to drive through a wall of titanium. Good luck with that. Wembanyama's performance has exceeded dominance because it was downright unfair. His spin moves left defenders grasping at air. His one-footed fadeaways looked like pure magic. And don't even get me started on his blocks. At one point, he swatted a shot so casually that it looked like he was swiping away a mosquito. Watching Wembanyama play is like witnessing a glitch in the Matrix. He's breaking the rules of basketball physics, and we're all just lucky to be along for the ride. Victor Wembanyama's career trajectory looks just like a legend in the making. Dubbed Wemby, or fittingly, the Alien, this prodigy from France has already transcended the boundaries of basketball at just 20 years old. Standing at an awe-inspiring 7'4" with a wingspan that seems to defy nature, Wembanyama blends the physicality of a towering center with the finesse of a nimble guard, a combination that is reshaping how the game is played. Wembanyama was the unanimous first overall pick by the San Antonio Spurs. The league hadn't seen such hype for a prospect since LeBron James entered the draft in 2003. Yet, somehow, Wembanyama managed to exceed even the loftiest expectations. His 2024 rookie season was nothing short of historic. Wembanyama broke records like they were made of glass, from becoming the first rookie to make the all-defensive first team to finishing second in Defensive Player of the Year, voting behind his compatriot Rudy Gobert. Wembanyama showcased his two-way dominance. His towering height and court vision made him a defensive juggernaut and an offensive maestro, proving that the alien moniker wasn't just for show. Of course, his exploits earned him the 2024 NBA Rookie of the Year, an award he secured unanimously. And with each triple-double, every game-winning block, and every smooth three-pointer from what seemed like another zip code, Wembanyama continued to reshape the narrative of what a big man could be. Let's be honest, Wemby's game is something of a cheat code. Why? His height gives him an unmatched defensive advantage, but it's his guard-like skills such as ball handling, perimeter shooting, and agility make him nearly impossible to defend. Whether he's swatting shots into oblivion or draining threes like a seasoned sharpshooter, Wemby is constantly proving that he's more than just athletic, he's a future prospect. With this victory, the Spurs are showing flashes of a team that can contend in the playoffs. Wembanyama is the cornerstone, but the supporting cast, Chris Paul, Jeremy Sochan, and others, are proving they can step up when it matters most. The question is, how far can this team go? Can Wembanyama sustain this level of play throughout the season? If he can, the Spurs aren't just playoff contenders, they're a legitimate threat. If Sunday night's game proved anything, it's this. Victor Wembanyama is here, and he's not just playing the game, he's rewriting it. The Spurs have found their cheat code, and the rest of the league better be ready. So, Pelicans fans, take heart. Zion will be back, and the rivalry with Wembanyama is only beginning. But for now, the Spurs and their alien superstar reign supreme. And as for the rest of us, we'll be glued to our screens, watching history unfold one Wembanyama highlight at a time.